Hi and welcome back. Today I have been incredibly busy. I am trying to film 2, possibly 3 episodes all at once. We are going to be doing a garden video and what I do with the what comes out of that. I have enough figs for a small batch of fig jam. I'm also going to film that, put it in. I am going to be at my sister's at the end of this month to celebrate her birthday. We also have a birthday coming up this weekend. By the time you see this, it would already have been passed. So Thing One's birthday, and we're going to go out and celebrate. So I am filming this early so we can go ahead and get everything edited and uploaded to where I can get it out on time. Today's Gumbo Day. I am going to go through the motions of how to make gumbo somewhat diabetic friendly as well as gluten free. Lactose free, everything. Now we're also making cornbread, which is not going to be diabetic, but it will be gluten free, but not lactose free. You can omit the cheese if you wish. It is completely up to you. I like the cheese. So let's get started. There are millions of gumbo recipes out there. You can learn to make a roux. In fact, I've got enough flour and stuff to be able to make a short to show you how to make a proper roux. There are also packets that you can buy. This is the cheap version. Okay, this will be about not even $2 for 8 cups of gumbo. We're going to be doing it the difficult way. First thing we're going to go ahead and do is take our onions, celery, and bell peppers and get it all nice and translucent. Now whenever you put it in here, you don't need to add any moisture or oil. Right. We're also going to add some of our garlic. About that much. Now, parsley is optional, but I do like the taste. We're going to add about a tablespoon. Now here is where you want to add your Cajun seasoning. This is personal preference. A lot of people use Tony Chachere's. Which is this right here. I react to this. I don't know what's in here, but I'm going to go ahead and leave this out. And I'm going to use Dano's Original. It's not quite the same, but it's close. About a tablespoon. Right. And then we're going to have half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This is the hot stuff. We're going to start putting in our andouille sausage. You want to kind of fry those up and warm those up as well. A sprinkle of black pepper. And about a teaspoon of salt. We're going to start with 1 quart of chicken stock. do believe I have room for 2. Maybe. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll leave about a cup behind. We still have other things that need to go in here. One thing you really do need with any type of gumbo is called filet. Alright, it's not file, but it's pronounced filet. It is a spice that makes the taste of the gumbo stand out. It is a very unique flavor. And what is gumbo filet? Sassafras leaves. Ground up, and you use a little bit to get that flavor out. While we wait for this to heat up and come to a slight boil, we're going to go ahead and work on the cornbread. Really, really simple ingredients, very quick. We're going to take 2 cups of cornmeal, gluten-free. Two cups. One egg. About a half a teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Half a teaspoon to a full teaspoon of paprika. I actually won an award for this recipe. Optional sugar, okay, 2 tablespoons. I'm not doing it on this recipe, but it is optional if you can tolerate the sugar. I can't anymore. You kind of want to mix everything real quick. Get it halfway integrated, because we are going to be using 1 can of whole sweet corn, water and all. Make sure it's low sodium or no sodium. Now, if this becomes too dry, add more water or milk. Some people will use buttermilk, and that's fine. Okay, it's definitely too dry, so let's go ahead and add some water until it becomes kind of pancake like. See how that's soupy? That's kind of how we want it. And now we're adding cheese. I'm going to use the rest of my Parmesan that I had from the other day. Usually I will use like a cheddar chipotle type of cheese in here, but I put in enough paprika because I really don't want to go to the store today. I'm adding the rest of the Colby Jack because just to get it out of the fridge. Like I said, you can omit the cheese if you're lactose intolerant. It'll still come out good. Now here is where things differ a little bit. You're going to preheat your oven to 400. You're going to use butter on the bottom of your cast iron pan. Now you can use bacon grease, you can use schmaltz, you can use lard, tallow, anything you wish. I need to get rid of this butter. Half a stick. Pour it on top. If you don't have a big enough pan, that's fine. We're still going to use this one, but I'll put this in a different pan. 400 until done. Now that it's starting to get to temperature, we're going to add about a tablespoon and a half of this because we have 6 cups. If you want to do it in a bigger pot, obviously more. Approximately. Got our okra. We're going to put in a few handfuls. Okay. And a half a bag of shrimp. All right, so this, you can add any meat you wish. The sausage and shrimp is pretty much, you know, set in stone. You can add chicken, beef, pork. It's an all you can eat stew. And it's an all meat stew. Now, you usually, after everything's done, you serve it with rice. You know, dirty rice or potatoes, I guess. I'm making the cornbread for this because rice hurts. And if you understand, and if you pay attention to your diet, you'll understand what that means. We are going to add our thickener. Now, the roux would have been the thickener for this, but because this is going to be diabetic friendly and gluten free, my old staple xanthan gum. Half a teaspoon at a time. Let that just stir in. And it actually sounds like our neighbors are having a party. It is the first day of school here. I don't know about your area, but they have traditions in everybody's family. Theirs is the first day of school, apparently. Either that or it coincides with somebody's birthday. They got kids. We are going to go ahead and let that thicken up a little bit. But don't walk away from it. Alright, I do believe we need one more half a teaspoon. So far a whole teaspoon in this. Now some of these little white balls are the seeds for the okra. It looks like it's starting to thick up now. Once this is all nice and integrated, I'm going to call this done, and we'll just wait for the cornbread to come out. Alright, so normally you would have rice down here to sop up all the gravy. It is a little bit thicker. It can get a little bit more thick, but there we go, more vegetables. Shrimp is in here somewhere. There we go. Here's a shrimp. It's still raging hot. Now remember, it's got cheese in it, so it's gonna come out looking like it's not done, but trust me, it is done. Cornbread is still a little bit hot, so it's looking more like corn casserole. It still eats though. It's got a lot of cheese in it. The cast iron one's not quite done yet, but this had just a little bit in there to where it was real thin. Okay, got your gumbo, got your cornbread, casserole, whatever you want to call it. It is done inside. You can tell it's done inside because it's not doughy. It's just super moist. Alright, so I told you I would do gumbo whenever I had enough okra. I took about half of what I got so far. But it's really, really weird planting season this year. It's either flooding or it's way too hot for anything to bloom and ripen. It's amazing. But we'll keep going at it. I've got enough for the fig jam. I'm probably going to be doing that either next week or while I'm gone. I'll go ahead and do some other preservation techniques that I have as well to be able to make sure that whatever I get in my little itty bitty garden it lasts a long time. Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.